Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Otaku Brothers podcast. My name is Ben. I'm joined by my lovely co-host Joseph. This is episode 157.
Sheesh.
It's a lot of episodes, Joseph.
It's
We're
a
gonna we're
lot
gonna
of
hit
episodes.
200 before we know it.
I hope so. I'm excited. That'd be crazy. That'd be very epic.
Well, yeah, it would be nice. Well, I guess I don't know if I have a lot of news today. I have some things to talk about, and then we'll talk about our shows,
Sure.
which are slowly coming to an end.
I know.
Fire Force only has like 2 or 3 more episodes.
Yeah, I think I saw Fire Force, Furion, and JJK all have only like 2 more episodes left, which is very exciting. But yeah, before we get into all that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much once again for tuning in and subscribing, for liking, for sticking around, watching our awesome content. It's been good. It's been awesome. I'm on spring break. Ben is not, and so we are here. But it's just like there's a lot of crazy things I feel like going on right now. And so many different. The sports world is crazy. I know the World Baseball Classic's going on. USA plays tonight. Ben, unfortunately, Mexico and Japan both lost already. So that's very, very disappointing. But March Madness is starting if you're a college basketball fan. I mean, the NBA playoffs are around the corner. There's so much cool stuff. And then if you're a movie fan, the Oscars are tonight, Ben. Oh my gosh. And then Steel Ball Run, Ben. This is the last time. It is so crazy to say that, but this is the last time we are going to be waiting for Steel Ball Run, because next week the first episode will have dropped. This Thursday, the episode of 1 of Steel Ball Run is dropping. Literally have it right there, guys. It's going to be in like physical form, or animated form, I guess. It is already in physical form. So it's just it's what a time to be alive, guys. This is crazy.
Very true.
This is poggers. There's so much cool stuff to talk about. I'm very excited. But yeah, I mean, Ben, we can just get right into it. How was your week? How you been? I know I just talked about the World Baseball Classic, but I was actually there. I went to the Puerto Rico, Venezuela, or not Venezuela. It was Italy. It was Italy. So yeah, it was very cool.
Are they just like throughout the world, like, or are all the venues in America?
No, so there's 3 venues. One being in Houston, Texas. The other one being in Florida, where the Marlins play. The Houston would be where the Astros play. And then the only other international venue was in the Tokyo Dome in Japan, which we've been to. So
that's pretty cool.
It is very cool. It is very cool. So yeah, those games are going on. It was really cool to go to a different countries' games. The whole crowd was basically Puerto Rico fans, and it was really awesome. I was really hoping Bad Bunny would be there. Unfortunately, he was not. But it was awesome seeing the whole crowd. It honestly, as somebody who's never been to a soccer game, this is what I feel like it would be like. The crowd was chanting in Spanish. They were very, very energetic and excited. And a couple of my buddies who came up to watch the game with me went to the USA-Canada game the day before, and they said the vibe was nothing like it for the Puerto Rico-Italy game, which was really awesome to hear.
Yeah.
So it was awesome. Such a cool experience. Getting to see a lot of Puerto Rican fans. Italy showed up, man. There were some cool Italian fans. I really love how they always do this whenever they were celebrating. So that was very silly. Funny. But yeah, so it was a good start to my break. Getting to see some friends, going to some baseball games. I got to catch up on some anime. I also, Ben, if you can see in the background, I picked up 2 copies of. I picked up the Absolute Batman series, which is really awesome. I finally found the physical copies, and they're like single issues. So that's really cool. They're not like a compendium of like what I assumed they were, but it's really cool to think that comics still come out. Obviously, you know how back in the day you would see like single issues that were like 25 cents. They still make issues like that, which I didn't think they actually made them in physical form. They just would do. I just thought they did it online, because like manga, I guess they do it in like Shonen Jump magazines and things like that, but they don't actually release like physical single chapter issues.
Yeah.
But comic books still do it, which is really cool to see.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so I just wanted to pick up those physical copies. But yeah, so that was fun. But besides that, my week's been chill, Ben. Oscars are tonight, so excited to see what wins Best Picture, Best Awards. I have some hopes. I think Sinners and One Battle After Another are gonna sweep. But yeah, so.
Was One Battle After Another that good, really?
I had mixed opinions on it. I think Leonardo DiCaprio and Sean Penn killed it.
Yeah.
And I think I don't know. It was a little long, but I don't know. It was pretty good. The cinematography is really cool. There was one very iconic scene that's getting a lot of praise at the ending. So I mean, the fact that people are already calling it pretty iconic is I guess speaks to it. So although I will say, Ben, I don't know if you saw Sinners. I think you did, right? I
Not in
believe.
theater,
Oh, okay, but
but I've seen
regardless,
it.
I think it was a little overrated, to be honest.
Really?
At
I
least
thought
with
it
how
was good.
much I thought it was really good, but not to the extent that people are saying it's like one of the like top movies ever. Is I don't
No,
know
I
if
don't
that's
think
a
so.
little. I think
I
that's a
think
little
it was.
extreme.
I think the best part about it for me was just how good Michael B. Jordan was
Yes, I was about to say
to
that.
portray
Hmm.
like he's playing two different characters and it
Yeah.
like even though it's the same person, like you can totally tell they're two different people.
100%.
I thought that was the best part of it.
I agree. No, it was very cool. He killed it. I really hope he wins Best Leading Actor. He
Yeah.
is there. I know Timothy Chalamet got nominated for Marty Supreme. He also killed it. So we'll see what happens. But yeah. So this is a anime podcast after all, though, so we can get into some anime stuff, some news. I have a couple things I want to talk about, and Ben, I think you do as well. And then we can just get into our shows.
Yeah.
So let's get into it, man. Very excited.
Yeah. So the one thing that I have to talk about this week is that High Anime is shut down.
Yeah,
That
that's
was
tragic.
because that's the site that I would use to like find shows that are on Crunchyroll,
Hmm.
and it had 150 million monthly visits. And
That's
that's kind of
crazy.
crazy. But I guess it's technically not legal, so
Hmm. It's
it must
hard.
come to an end.
It's hard, man. It really sucks whenever you're trying to find media that's not like circulating. That's the whole issue with this whole like streaming era, is that it
Yeah,
sucks, man. I mean, like when you were trying to watch Domestic Girlfriend, it's like
you don't
obviously
find what the
that's a bit more fair, but I mean, there's other shows like Call of the Night. Remember, we would have so many issues with that, and that was just so unfortunate because it's
yeah,
such a
like
good show that people aren't going to be able to discover or get into because it's not on Crunchyroll or Netflix.
like when it I feel kind of against monopolies, but in the term in like talking about streaming anime, I feel like Crunchyroll should just be the main one
Yeah,
because there's so many shows that are exclusive to High Dive, and I still
sure.
have no idea where High Dive came from.
Hmm.
And like Bleach went to Hulu, and it's just inconvenient for to have to pay for all these different services if you just want to watch one show,
Yeah, I
you know.
completely agree.
But we still need to support the shows being made by
Hmm.
paying for them. So
Hmm. That's totally fair. Well, I have a couple news things to talk about today. One of the ones being one of a sillier one first to start off. So obviously, Ben, you know about that one show that's pretty popular right now, the rom com. You and I are polar opposites, which I might be
yeah,
starting this week to just binge. But apparently, some footage got released of the dubbing of it, and a lot of people are really loving the dub because a lot of the humor is very Gen Z, I'll just say. And it seems like
it's
they
funny.
very much gave the actors free range on how to ad lib and act. So I think I swear I could be misremembering, but I swear one of them actually says the word chud like in it. So
What? No way.
yeah, like things like they're just like very Gen Z, very snarky remarks that like you would hear like something like Gen Z like almost close to brain rot. So it's very funny. I remember looking through some of the clips and it was very funny. So I honestly might wait till the
You
dub comes out. So it looks
there's this
very funny.
one really old show called Ghost Stories,
Yes,
and
this is iconic.
it's really popular for the dub being just like really chaotic because
Hmm.
like they didn't really care about the English dub,
Hmm.
and so it's like a group of actors, voice actors, just got together and like, hey, we'll do this, and they're like, okay, sure, like you can just do whatever. And so if you watch the clips for it, it's just really funny because compared to the original translation, it's just not the same at all. And it's like it seems like something they do at the end of like more important sessions, and they just have fun with it, and it's really funny.
Yeah.
So that'd be fun to see.
It
Yeah, polar
is.
opposites.
Yeah, so I guess the last big piece of news that I have as well is it's a pretty big one, Ben. I think I talked about it with
You're at.
you, but Chainsaw Man is ending March 24th.
Mm-hmm.
Chainsaw Man is coming to an end. Now, that is to be said, we don't know if there's going to be a Chainsaw Man Part 3, although it is almost but confirmed that they will, because, or I guess confirmed that they will. It's not technically confirmed, but a lot of people are saying that there's definitely going to be a Part 3 because of the way Part 2 is ending and the fact that there are so many so many unanswered questions that haven't been resolved yet.
Yeah.
So which I kind of agree. I think a lot of people are under the same consensus, which is if this is the end of Chainsaw Man Part 2, I love it. I love the way it's going to end. If this is the end of the whole series, this next chapter, I think it's one of the worst endings in like history, to be
Wow.
honest. And that
It's a
is,
very
yeah, saying a lot
sucks.
for Fujimoto, who is known for making some of the greatest storytelling works that I've read as a manga fan
Hmm.
and anime fan. So it's a little nerve wracking to hear to know that it's going to be ending next or not next week, I guess in 2 weeks, and not have confirmation if there's going to be a part three. So I'm scared. I'm scared. It left on a crazy cliffhanger, which is kind of a big deal. I don't know if you've seen the chapter, what happens,
I
but
already got spoiled.
yeah. So it's kind
But
of crazy.
I saw a post where someone said that on the last page, like it originally said final chapter coming March 24th or
Hmm.
whatever.
They changed it.
Someone went back and looked at it and then it just said that wasn't there anymore.
Yeah, I think
So people
it
are,
switched it to be continued is what it
yeah.
says.
So people
So
are like, what's happening?
yeah, so we don't know. It's very scary times, but I think it's just yeah. I'm really hoping it's just the end of part two. But I also kind of don't want it to go on for so long. And a lot of people have been giving criticism. I've talked about on the podcast before with Tatsuya Fujimoto choosing to switch to do bi-weekly, saying that his art has maybe suffered a little bit and that the story
Mhm.
feels kind of boring. But I think the big answer to that is that just go back and read the full volumes of it. it
Yeah.
it really helps a lot more. I think the way Tatsuya Fujimoto has written the story is that he's written a bunch of chapters all at once, and then they've been spacing it out, and he'll do bits
Hmm.
at a time. And when you read it in volume form, it's so much better. And so I think that's another reason part two of Chainsaw Man has gotten some flack. But I still think overall it's been a great story. Definitely still not as strong as part one, but I still am really curious to see where the story goes. But I also would be happy that if he ended it and would kind of just maybe tie up some loose ends and then just create a new story because I would love to see what else he can do because he's so young. I think he's only in his 30s, if early 40s if anything. So he's got a lot left in the tank, and
Yeah.
I definitely want to see some of the work that he makes in the future. But yeah, so that's
He
kind
can
of
definitely
where
milk
he's
it.
at. Oh yeah, no, definitely, and I really don't want him to. So
Yeah, I think modern manga authors have strayed away from milking their series like
yes.
the big three did.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's good. I think it's a good decision to be
Mm-hmm.
honest.
Yeah. Or if the thing that's really cool is that if part two ends the way a lot of people think it will, it still allows him to continue his story, but almost as like a soft reset, kind of like what Stone Ocean did to set up Steel Ball Run for JoJo's. So that's really cool to think about. But we'll have to just stay tuned and see, Ben. It's
Yeah.
very I don't know what to expect, but it's a little nerve wracking. But the last time we do talk about it again, like I said, Steel Ball Run's going to be coming out. That's the other big bit of news. But Ben, obviously, since you haven't read Steel Ball Run, do you have any thoughts? Any predictions? What are you hoping for? Are you worried about
I
animation,
have
CGI?
I don't think so. I
We
don't think I have any things that I'm, worried about
mm-hmm.
per se.
That's fair.
Um I just have like bits and pieces of the story like in my mind that I like things that I've seen on the internet. I don't know where they are in the story, so I'm kind of excited to see if I recognize something like, oh, that's what that's from.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of stuff. But either way, I'm very excited. It has been a while since I've watched JoJo's media, so It's good to be back in it.
Yes, no, absolutely. I will say the thing that is still concerning is that episode one comes out next week or this upcoming week, and we still don't
Hmm.
know if it's going to be batch releases or weekly or how they're doing it. I fear it's going to
Gonna be
be,
batch.
I think it's going to be batch. And so another thing that I learned that when you and I have talked about before that we're like, oh, why don't they just do weekly if other anime do weekly? And the
Hmm.
thing with that is that I started learning about is that Netflix, like we said, is actually the producer of the show, whereas
Yeah.
other shows like Blue Box, for instance, they just have the licensing rights to it,
Yeah.
meaning that obviously it still comes out in Japan, but they just have the streaming rights to it. But they're actually working with David Production on JoJo's, so they get control over how it's released,
So
which
crazy.
is very
Like, how does that even happen?
yeah.
Like one of the biggest IPs
Mhm,
in Japan. Like, how does
yeah.
Netflix get that?
So I don't know.
Crazy.
I honestly think my opinion on the batch release is going to have to come down to how the first episode goes. It's a 47-minute episode, which is going to be really important because, not going to lie, the first part of Steel Ball Run is definitely the slowest, just because they need to set up the rules of the race. They need to explain
Yeah.
the new world, all the characters, who's important, what's going on. So it takes a minute to set up. So I really hope that they set everything up and that we get invested by the end of the first episode, because if it's batch releases and the first episode's kind of a slog and maybe the animation's not that good, it's like slow in the story, I feel like people could very well get like start retaliating, get very upset very quickly, especially JoJo fans. So I don't know. I don't know what to think, man. I'm scared.
Like, I really don't get batch releases. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, either way, either it's weekly or batch, but you're still waiting
Mm-hmm.
on for both of them. Weekly, it's shorter, it's every week, and batch, it's long. Like, you get 8 episodes, and you have to wait
Mm-hmm.
months or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
I don't,
No, my thing
I don't
is
like
that
that.
I love weekly releases because
Yeah,
that's literally the whole point of our podcast is like we sit here every and then we talk every week about what's going on, what we think. I mean, just look how much fun we've been having with Fire Force. If Fire Force
yeah,
aired all at once, I don't know
that
what
would
we'd be
be.
talking about.
I know.
So it's like it's so fun to theorize, especially for it's fun with these little bits and segments where like what would happen a lot with Bleach or Blue Lock when you've read it and I haven't, to be able to talk about and discuss and give two different perspectives. So
Yeah,
that's what makes it so fun. But with batch releases, say they released it all at once. Oh, maybe you and I both didn't have time to finish the show all at once. So then it's like, oh, we can't really give our full thoughts. And then after that first episode, how much can we really talk about it? You know, or after the whole series releases. But I think Stranger Things did an okay job at it. That whole release
yeah.
wasn't, but it was still kind of like, well, you should have just done weekly. I think it kind of sets up arcs and like slows things down, and I don't know.
I mean, Stranger Things is always released in batches like that. Or
Hmm.
actually,
Well,
I don't
no, they
even
would
think
release
it's
all at once usually.
yeah. This is
Hmm.
the first time they've done batches,
Hmm.
and I guess that's fine. Like they kind of lined it up with holidays,
Yeah.
so like everyone's together, and I mean that's what me and my cousins did. Like
Hmm.
during Thanksgiving, they're like, okay, let's
Yeah.
after we ate and cleaned up, we'd go watch Stranger Things. Same with Christmas. I mean, that was cool, I
Hmm.
guess, but I guess there was more at stake there since it was the final
Yeah.
season, the final episodes. But like with an anime, I don't think the right approach.
Yeah. No, I completely agree. So I don't know, man. We'll have to see what happens. Lots gonna ride on this episode. I'm also very excited to hear the outro song. That's a big thing with JoJo to know what the outro song is gonna be because it usually comes from Araki's playlist of what he was when
Yeah,
he was writing the show or writing the manga. So very excited to see what that is, and then also to see the intro. So it's a lot of cool stuff, man. A lot of stuff. Excited to see it all. But yeah, I mean, without further ado, Ben, we can get into our shows if you want.
do it. Do it.
Let's do it, man. But I guess I guess just to double check and not address any elephants or to address an elephant in the room. I know High Anime closed, but were you able to watch any shows either domestic girlfriend or married couple.
Oh, was I supposed to? I don't want. Was I supposed to watch Domestic Girl?
Well, I thought you were gonna give it another shot, or at least married couple. Anything? No.
I did not watch Married Couple. No,
It's okay. It's fine. It's fair.
fortunately.
Ah, we'll get you one day. We'll get there one day. It'll happen.
One day.
It'll happen. But okay, well then we can just go ahead and talk about our shows this week. I'm still not caught up with Vigilantes, TVH, but
No,
I am caught up with Hell's
good.
Paradise, and
So am I. I actually
actually,
watched all of it.
okay,
Actually,
we can start with that. What were your thoughts? Thoughts been? Have you been
it's
liking
been
it?
good. Yeah, I
Hmm.
like it.
I want to say my favorite thing about Hell's Paradise has been that I really love just the horror elements of it and just the whole like I just like the take on the monsters. It's not like just your stereotypical like in Chainsaw Man it being devils, demons, infernals, things like this, but it's like based in it seems like real mythology in a horror. So, or I guess religion and like real mythology and things like that almost. I could be lying, but it's just, or I guess it's technically not, but it's like with Taoism and things like that, which is like a made up religion. I don't know if it's actually, I don't know if that's made up or not, but I just think
Mhm.
it's very cool and a very unique take on everything. But it's been awesome.
Yeah.
The fights have been crazy. I know the fight from last episode was honestly probably one of the cooler ones. Just seeing Choso and his brother come together, which was really
Oh yeah.
sick. So
Yeah.
I've been loving it, and just the designs of these Tengen have been pretty really cool.
I forget his name, but what kind of got me hooked on watching it again is whenever they introduced one of the guys that's coming on the island to like kill
Yes.
Gabimaru. I don't know
Hmm.
what his name is,
Yeah. I forgot his name
but
too.
but his character is really cool.
Hmm.
He has black hair. Gosh, what is his name? But I don't know what like just him being there as like another thing to worry about other than the Tencent
Yes. Oh, Tenzin.
kind
Yeah,
of
not Tengen.
got me hyped. And I'm like, okay, I can't wait to see this guy.
Yes. No, I agree. It is cool. They've been a lot of fun. And then we got in this episode we got to see more of I think his name's Shion and Nuraki.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They've been great. I really like those characters. I think all the characters are really good. Which I don't know what happened, but to be honest, I think that like in the first season, I really didn't feel a strong attachment to any of the characters. But this season, I'm
Mm,
really like starting to care about all of them. Like I don't know what the switch up is, but they've all been so great and so fun to watch. The fights have been so awesome and epic, and I really like just love them all. Sigari. I don't know what to say her name either. There's some complicated names, but
yeah.
they're great. They're all great. All the characters have been awesome. Even the Tenzin have started to become more cool as we've learned more about them. Like the two from the last episode, how they were really into each other and like their whole thing was intimacy to learn about Tao. That was really
Mhm.
cool. And then contrast that with the character that we see this episode. Very cool to see all their different takes, and the fights have been
Yeah.
great. And yeah, but yeah, I agree. The other Isaimon that are coming onto the island that are there to kill Gavimaru are very sick as well, and awesome that we get another threat, especially because now we see that the Tenzin are definitely killable. So
Yeah.
that's very exciting.
That's what surprised me
Mhm.
about this season because I didn't really watch the last half of season one. I just kind of got a recap video,
Sure.
and so like going into season two, I was under the impression that the Tencent were just like you can't kill them. Like I
Hmm.
know Gabimaru fought that one, and I don't know, like he didn't like kill her. Him it was like she
They're
or he
genderless.
them killed them. Um, but like to see all like everyone else kill one, it kind of surprised me.
Hmm.
But I guess they kind of figured out the hidden workings of Tao and how they can do that. So
Yeah.
it's not that surprising.
That is very epic, very cool, very poggers indeed. So yeah, that's Hell's Paradise. It's been awesome. The animation too, can we just say, bravo, Mappa. You guys, I mean,
Hmm.
Mappa always does great animation, but it's been really good for for this. So it's been awesome. But if we want to continue the talk about animation, because I don't know what they were feeding the Japanese animators this past week, but all the animation these week's episodes have been insane. They've been amazing. Especially, I guess we can talk about JJK because it was also done by Mappa. But I want to talk about one scene in particular in this episode that was just so awesome. And it was at the scene towards the beginning of the episode when Megami is confronting the guy with all the checks stapled to his body. I forget his name, but whenever they're confronting
Reggie.
each other, sorry, what's Neji?
Reggie.
Reggie, that's right, Reggie. So yeah, when he's confronting Reggie, and he gets ambushed by the other two guys who are helping Reggie, there's an explosion that goes off, and it just looks so amazing. Like the animation, I think it was CGI that was used, but it was really cool. It looked so well done. It was awesome. And then just all the fight scenes throughout this episode was really cool. So I mean, hats off to everybody involved in this episode. It was really awesome. We also got to see some more lore. We got to see some more stuff. A rule get added to the calling game, so some big moments. Yeah, everything you could really ask for in a JJK episode, to be honest.
I saw people online saying that they think the animation was a step down from season 2.
That's
And
crazy.
like,
That's insane.
And I really think we've gotten to a point where we are just
That's
we're
insane.
very spoiled.
No kidding, bro.
Like it's crazy. What was I watching? What show was that? I think it was like I think I was watching Fire Force, and I was thinking about like this shows and it's animated well, right? But it's not animated to the level of JJK or any of these newer shows.
Yeah.
But like I could see people complaining like, oh wow, this show doesn't have good animation. Like look at it. But like it's still like great animation.
Yes, and it's also its own style.
Crazy.
And in a show like that, I was gonna talk about this later with Frieren, and we can get more into it when we talk about the Frieren episode. But like I'm not gonna lie, like the episode with like at the very beginning when like Stark's fighting the demon, it's like it looked a bit like blobbish, but it still was really, really good. I really liked it. But it's just like, yeah, obviously it's not Mappa level animation, just because obviously they don't have the whole budget for that. But it's still amazing, and it still got its points across, and it wasn't distracting. I just think, yeah, you're 100% right about being spoiled. But that being said, JJK fans have no room to complain because it's been amazing animation. Like, it's been so good. A step down is crazy. I could honestly see an argument for this being the best animated season. So
yeah, it definitely is.
That's that's actually insane.
So, I guess still talking about JJK, the episode ends with Megumi using the gymnasium as kind of like a barrier for his domain, and I kept seeing posts where it's like he actually can't use this domain. He was just spreading shadows everywhere to try and scare Reggie. I love the hate around Megumi.
Me too.
It's funny. It puts a smile on my face.
I need to finish the manga because I feel like I'm missing like the joke, but I don't know if I am. Man. Yeah, I don't know. Well, I know what happens with it's funny. It's really funny.
Like I sent you an Instagram post earlier this week or this weekend. I forgot when it was, and it was a tweet, and it said potentially one of the strongest domains in JJK. And it's a picture of Megumi. And then someone like replied to it saying, quote, potentially. It's just so funny.
It's like the one I sent you about the if.
Yes, if potentially.
Oh, I love it, dude. I love the JJK community. They're so funny.
Gotta keep the agenda going, Joseph.
They do. Oh, it's so funny. But yeah, no, Megumi's great. I really totally forgot about how in-depth this fight was. I really liked the scene that I saw it on Twitter that people were discussing it more. The scene where Takaba gets introduced and and then he tells like a joke and nobody laughs, and then all of them have straight
Yeah.
faces, and then it cuts to like the animation just becoming like a blur, like a coloring page
Yeah, it's funny.
to emphasize how bad the joke was. But yeah, Takaba was a great character, but kind of sorry, I'm getting ahead. I want to talk about Takaba in a second, but to just go back to the last thing about Megami, yeah, I don't know if this is spoilers. Spoilers ahead, just in case for JJK for like the manga. I think this is like one of the last big fights we see Megami having. That like
Yeah.
because I
Yeah.
I'm not too sure about the events that come after this because I know we have Hikari's fight and then Yuta's and then some other stuff goes down, which we won't really get into for spoiler reasons. But it's like, yeah, I think that he kind of, yeah, again, it's like you said, potential, potential man. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
Had the
But
potential,
it's
Joseph.
really cool. I really liked Megami as a character. I think again, this is probably my favorite season of Megami, just because it feels like he's finally doing stuff, and
Yeah.
he's not just your. I mean, he still really kind of is just like your Sasuke character, but he's just he doesn't really have a personality, and now he has a reason to be in here because of his sister. So
Yeah.
it's good. It's good to see him have some pep in his step. And also really cool to see the drastic difference between him and Yuji because he kills somebody in this episode to get some calling game
Does.
points. Whereas Yuji doesn't kill, he is very much willing to kill to get the job done.
Yeah.
So yeah, it just goes to I really like the drastic difference between them two. And yeah, so yeah, Megami, man, if only. So he was great. So
Was.
yeah, was
Was
great.
great.
So then we have Takava getting introduced in this episode. I'm not gonna lie, before JJK Calling Games Part One, and we started seeing him in the trailers and the teasers for this, I honestly forgot he was a character in this manga.
Really?
So yeah, and then as soon as I saw him, I was
Crazy.
like, yes, he came. It all came back to me. But yeah, he was very funny. It was a very nice change of pace for this episode, especially to like Reggie's like very maniacal, like scheming nature compared to
Hmm.
Takaba, who's very unserious and just silly and goofy. So it's very cool, and it
Yeah.
was fun to see how OP he was compared to I say OP, but just stronger than the other like henchmen with Reggie and then Reggie himself. So it was cool. So Takaba very silly. Can't wait to see him in some more chapters later on, or I mean episodes. Sorry. So yeah, that's exciting. But yeah, then lastly, I mean Reggie's whole curse technique is really cool. I really like his ability. I think that's really creative and fun.
Really
Um,
funny.
and I think the animation is was done really well using his ability. I thought it was
Yeah.
very cool. That's why I'm like, even people who
Yeah.
say that like these episodes are kind of like not as like fast paced as maybe this should be incident. I just think that like the directing and cinematography and animation for these fights have just been so cool to look at and so beautiful.
Yeah.
Like even the backstory episode with the lawyer, and then in this episode too, just even the fights where it's like obviously not against like the highest threat villains are still really well done.
Hmm.
So
There was a
I
scene
think it's cool.
when Reggie was spawning a bunch of stuff with those receipts, and
Hmm.
it kind of just reminded me of like whenever you're playing Gmod and you just spawn random stuff in. Like they just
Yes.
there was no build up to like something being summoned. Like they just popped
Hmm.
in midair. I thought that was funny. It's reminding me of Gmod.
Yeah, it's very cool. Um, Gmail, that's a very funny reference. But yeah, what was I gonna say? No, I was gonna say something. Ah,
Can do it.
oh, I forgot. I lost my train of thought. Ben, I should have looked at my phone. I looked at my phone. And I got distracted. I'm the worst. No. Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Okay, I got it. I found it. I was also gonna say it was really cool. Last thing about Megami again to see more of his Shikigami that he has. I feel like we haven't seen those guys in a long time, and that
Hmm.
also is something that's very integral to his curse technique and ability. So it's really cool to see the frog. We got to see the doggy, the bird, the bird and the dog, I guess we see the most often, but we even got to see the elephant, which was really cool. And so, yeah, it was just awesome to see some of the other Shikigami that he has available to him, which is something that we don't really get to see much. So,
I I don't know if it's an actual manga panel because I think it happens next episode,
mhm.
but has to do with the elephant. and the text kept saying like, "Acknowledge me" or "Pay attention to me." And there's an elephant in it, and it's like a reference to
Yeah,
addressing
the
like the elephant
elephant.
in
Yeah,
them.
address me.
I don't know if that's real or not, but I keep seeing that. It's so
I
funny.
I need to check. I have the manga. That's funny. Um, that would be really funny if they did that. But yeah, so JJK is a good episode. Hopefully, next episode we get to see how the domain concludes, and then we set up Hikari's fight because if there are 2 episodes left, I'm very, very scared that the Sendai colony is going to be left on a cliffhanger, and that's going to be making me very upset
Well,
because
I don't think so.
I
I
really hope
think
we get to see that fight because
I think we
it's my
will. It's a
favorite
long
fight.
episode. The last episode is going to be long.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I forgot about that. Yeah. So hopefully we do get just the whole fight. So, but we got to see Hikari's fight, which is like, ah. So,
Everyone's waiting for that one.
yeah, yeah. So, very exciting, very cool. So that was JJK, guys. Get ready, get excited. It's got 2 episodes left, and we're gonna be covering them here. So, I'm nervous. I'm nervous, but excited. So, yes. But moving on, Ben, we can talk about Farron if you're ready. So,
Mm-hmm.
it was a great, great episode. Love Farron. Love Farron. It was an awesome episode. We got to see Fern go ballistic, taking out these 2 demons, and then we got to see Stark's fight.
Crazy.
Dude, Fern is becoming like a planet level threat, man. She
Planet
is.
level.
She's insane. She's awesome, and it is crazy that she does all of this without Farron helping, which is insane too.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I know. Last week I said I wish that Freyrin might step in and help. But she didn't. She was just
Mhm.
watching the whole time. And in this episode, she even said it's nice to stand back and watch from afar.
Yeah, she really
Once in
wasn't
a
in
while.
this
Like
episode.
she was so confident that Fern would pull through.
Mhm.
And I kind of like how what's that girl's name?
Methoda or
Yeah,
something like that.
something like that. I kind of like how she knew what Fern's strengths were, how
Mhm.
she can completely conceal um her mana
Mhm.
or it can't be detected. And so she got rid of all the fog and then Fern just, teleported far away outside the detection zone and she just blasted them. That was
Yeah.
cool.
No, it was awesome. Fern did an awesome job. It's really cool to see how calm and collected that she always is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that was really awesome to see. It just shows that she's getting stronger and stronger, and that she deserves to be a first class mage. And it was awesome. So we got to see those fights conclude. I loved the designs of the demons too. I thought they were
Yeah.
so sick. But for me, the showstopper was Stark, and I forget the other first class mage that he fought with,
Zero
his
clue.
name, but it was awesome. I really loved the animation for the fight, although not as good as JJK. It was still awesome, and I really love to see Stark get involved and help the other mage, and getting to defeat the demon was very impressive. The one that had 4 swords, which is really awesome to
Yeah.
see them break the 4 swords, and then I mean, it was just crazy seeing the scene where the first class mage almost died, and then Stark steps in and saves him, which is really cool. But I'm getting ahead of myself because I really liked the scene that started it all off with the first class mage protecting a child, which even though he knew, and the demon says like, even though you knew that there probably wasn't a child, you still couldn't resist helping a kid, which is like shows how much like against like going helping others like your judgment, and when it's like against your judgment happens. And I thought that was a really cool scene. And also how much like demons don't care for each other when the demon like just slices the child like
Yeah.
immediately after that, because it's like, oh, you served your purpose, you're done. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, great episode. And then it was awesome to see obviously when Stark and the mage are able to defeat the demon. They were almost both brutally killed, but it's also cool to see how far Stark's come as well. That he's getting super, super strong as well. And I love these moments where he's usually the butt of the joke, or the one who's like, oh, kind of doesn't really understand women, and that whole becomes a bit. But it's awesome
Yeah.
to see whenever he has these serious moments and actually stands up and fights. and it was really cool to see him bonding with a character outside of Fern and Frieren. And I really liked that. I really enjoyed that. And then it was very cute whenever Fern rushes over to help Stark, and you could see that she was very much worried and concerned for his health and life, because they're gonna end up together, man. It's gonna happen. So
Yeah,
that's gonna be amazing.
I don't know how they survived, because they got like punched through the stomach.
Yeah,
It's like
anime's gonna anime, man.
yeah, I suppose.
So yeah, so that was silly. But yeah, it was a great episode regardless.
Mhm.
I loved it. I've been loving Frieren. It sucks that there's only 2 episodes left. I'm really gonna I think we've been spoiled this season, been more than we think. It's been a really great season of anime. I've really been loving all the shows. Frieren's great. It's like all we're missing is the rom-com this season, but you know, there is some coming out, I guess. We're just not watching. But yeah. So exciting stuff, man. Exciting stuff. But that's Frieren. I don't know, Ben. You got anything else to say about the episode?
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
No.
it's very good. It's also very cute how we almost got Methode. I don't know how you say her name, but she she asks if maybe she could join them as like their priest kind of sub.
Oh yes, I forgot
And
about that.
it's very cool to be how Frieren kind of hinted that maybe we might get to see the other priest that left them come back, make a return eventually, maybe one day. But it also is cute to just see. I really love just Fern, Frieren, and Stark. I really love their dynamic, and yeah, it was just sweet that they're sticking together, them three, and then it's just going to be them three. But Methode was great. I wouldn't mind seeing her again. Same with the man as well. He was also great. They were great characters. It was overall just a great episode, man. I honestly thought this arc was going to be a bit longer, though, the way like they were hyping it up with like the visuals. But I mean, it's still great. So
Yeah.
I really liked it. But
I don't know. Do we know how long it's supposed to run for? Because season 1 was 2 cores. So hopefully season 2 is as well.
I hope so. But for now, I think I know they said it's going to end after in 2 episodes. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, I guess we can move on to our final show since we haven't talked about Vigilantes. But how was Vigilantes, Ben? Was it good? I know you told me the one from last week. You said it was kind of like a setup, or just like getting back into the swing of things.
Yeah, it's picking up. We kind of have. I don't even know what episode this was, but it's kind of getting towards the end of season conflicts. So it's been good.
That's crazy to say that it's already the end of the season conflict when I feel like nothing's been happening.
Know why on earth they added that flashback, but
I totally, now you're saying that, I totally forgot like we set up that main like speedster villain, and I already forgot about all of that. That's crazy. Or like even that one girl who like helped them out. I don't know if she comes back, but it's like things like that. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Time flies.
Well, that's good. Good to know that it's still chugging along. I need to catch up with it this week. So yeah, I'm very scared because I'm going on a trip Thursday, so I got to catch up on everything I'm behind on before Thursday. So I got to lock in. But yes, we can move on to our final show that we've been discussing at the end, Fire Force. Man, oh man, what an episode. It was kind of just a bunch of mini fights thrown together with setting up. I don't know, bro. So much is happening in this show. It's so hard to keep track of. We got some cool fights, some short fights. We got to see Joker and then his other, I think his like, are they brothers? Him and the fifth captain? Are they, or not brother, or fifth? Like this, was it seventh captain?
Ooh.
The guy with like the X and the O for eyes. Are they brothers?
Him and Joker?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Oh. Interesting. I just thought
fact check on it.
I thought they were just like, I don't know. I feel like they've been like super close in like those. Or am I tripping? Or like they've had it past as like friends or something like that.
I don't think so.
No? Is that just my headcanon?
Well, like they worked together to do stuff. Like there was scenes of them fighting.
Yeah.
Someone,
but I thought it was. They didn't have a history? I thought they had like some sort of history, or no?
Not when they were young.
Oh. Huh? Why did I think that? That's so weird. But regardless, we got to see them fight their doppelgangers, which is really
Hmm.
cool. We got to see Burns come back,
Burns.
which is crazy. And it seems like he switched up again back to the good side. Um,
Hmm.
so that's interesting. And then we got to see the moon almost crash into the earth. That was also very interesting. And then we get to see Shinra and Sho come back into the regular world, and now they head
Oh
back to
yeah.
Adola. And then we also got to see the sister confront her doppelganger, but it turns out that the whole time the sister was actually the version from Adola, if I got that right. Is that true?
Yes.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
crazy. So that we have like an us situation, which is insane. They just stole that from Jordan Peele, like that just happened. Um, so that was a thing, and then I forgot what else happens. Then we see Shinra and Sho go in, and then are they the ones who confront the girl from the White Clad, or was it Iris? I forget who confronts her or
uh,
what. How it ends.
it's
TBH.
it's Shinrun show.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, they confront her. She takes off her crown. That's right, because she takes off her crown, and then we don't see what's under her crown, but obviously the trailer, or not the trailer, but the opening spoils it, and we see that she has three
Yeah.
eyes. So thank you trailer, or thank you opening for
W
spoiling.
spoilers.
W spoilers. So yeah, so that's gonna happen next episode. We're gonna see that third eye awaken,
Yeah.
and yes, I honestly don't know what's gonna happen still. We know that the Great Cataclysm was definitely slowed down because of Arthur instilling hope in everybody. But I also don't know how much that matters because see, I don't know. I don't know what's happening. To be like TBH, to be frank.
Yeah.
Um, so because I don't even how did Shinra and Sho how were they able to break out of like their thing or how did they get sent back
I think it was
because of Arthur?
because of Arthur and
Mm-hmm.
how a lot of the despair in the world got
Saved or like destroyed.
vanquished,
Yeah,
I guess.
vanquished.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
yeah,
And so everyone was there was hope and
hmm
stuff.
yeah.
So
Okay. Well, it was very epic. Regardless, I enjoyed it. It was a cool episode. Um, yeah, I'm just excited to see honestly what happens these next couple episodes. Still, um, it's been it's been all over the place.
mhm.
I have a lot of questions still about like Burns coming back, that he somehow merged with his Adola or his doppelganger form, what that entails. I also know I forget his name, but he's the salary man. He was also he got to fight his
Yeah, I
doppelganger, which was cool.
forgot his name.
Yeah, he's very random character. So yeah, I don't know. Ben, thoughts on the episode? What do we think?
I thought it was great. I was very much looking forward to the Benny Mara fight. Uh,
Very much,
that's
Dave.
one of the the bigger fights since he's the strongest
Mm-hmm.
in the verse technically, or everyone thinks he is. And it was cool to see that even with the entire world's image of him being the strongest,
Mm-hmm.
it was not nearly enough because I guess no one really knows how strong this guy actually is. So that was a little cool to see that
Yes, that was a really cool scene.
he's just, he's just like after he kills him, he goes back to everyone. He's like, "Do you guys really think I'm that weak?" And so it's cool to like see that portrayed into an actual fight.
Yes.
Um,
I also really love the concept that that's how this whole Adola works. That it's like the manifestation of everything that people believe, and
yeah.
they take physical forms. It's
Hmm.
almost very similar to like Chainsaw Man and the Devil's system about how devils are manifestations of what people's belief is of and how
Yeah.
much fear is created of those things. So I really like that system.
Yes. But besides that, I think we're reaching the climax, and I'm not sure if you're ready for these next couple episodes, Joseph.
I'm not. I'm really not. But yeah, we still don't know if Arthur's alive or not. So that's also very crazy. But we also Shinra must be stupid strong, Ben, to have stopped a moon coming into Earth. I don't know
Yeah.
how much gravitational force that requires or to like offset.
Well, he can travel faster than light, and
That's true. It's
force
true.
equals mass times speed. So
Hmm.
if he can go speed of light, he has infinite mass, and he can pretty much just break anything. So
Is that how it works? That's crazy.
that is how it works.
Ben, do you think if you so like think of for light speed, like if light speed travel was actually possible, how does that like you don't you're going so fast like you don't collide into anything or
Well, you
because
would
you
still.
would, but it's
You'd have to just like how they do it, I guess, in movies and games. Like you have to plot a course
mm, that's
that goes
true.
around everything. Because if you run into it,
Such
you'll
shit.
just die instantly. I'm assuming.
uh, yeah, no, you're right. They do have to plot a course. That is how it works.
I think the Spice Joseph
The spice must flow. Yeah.
Navigator Guild,
Hmm. I'm very excited for June Part 3. But
as am I.
yeah. But so that's Fire Force. I mean, a lot to look forward to these upcoming weeks and episodes. I I'm very excited. I'm very excited.
Hmm.
I think
Should be.
yeah. What's been your favorite show this season, Ben?
Uh, probably probably Fire Force. I
Really?
think
Okay. Yeah.
not to downplay any of the other shows, but
Mhm.
I think that's the one that I'm kind of looking forward to the most at the end of the week.
Sure.
Like, I'm glad. I want to see how they did this and
Yeah.
whatnot.
That's fair. I do agree with you there. I think it's the one that I think it's also because I don't know what happens in it compared to
Yeah.
JJK. That also gets me really excited to see how it ends and how it goes and what they're gonna do and how they're gonna conclude it. Especially
Mm.
just because, like I've said, it gives off such similar vibes to Evangelion that it's really exciting to see.
Speaking of Evangelion,
Uh oh.
I rewatched the movies this weekend.
All of them? All four?
Uh, the first three.
Oh, okay. I've rewatched the first two. I haven't seen the third one again yet.
I thought I knew what Evangelion was about, and I just have no idea.
So yeah, because the first like movie and a half are like exactly the same as the anime,
Yeah.
and then towards like the second half of the second movie, it kind of starts to just go off the rails, and then it
I,
ends. The second movie ends with Rey like becoming a giant angel thing, and then
yeah.
taking Shinra into space, which was just
I
insane.
don't.
I don't even know how to describe it. So I need to rewatch the third one because I think that's when the time skip happens, right? Like a couple 20 years or like
Yeah.
10 something
It's like
years in the future.
14.
14. But thoughts? What are your thoughts on Evangelion now that you've rewatched the first three?
I I mean, they're good. I like it. I feel like I,
I love it.
I really did enjoy it, but
Mhm.
like, I have no idea what's going on. Like, I thought I understood, like, the whole plan that, uh,
The great what is it called? The great like
human
human
something,
divergence or human
something like that.
yeah.
I thought I knew what that was. Like, I thought I understood what was happening, and I had to go read up on it, and like, I'm just so confused because I was thinking about it, and the angels are attacking like Nerve headquarters because that's where Lilith is,
Yep.
and they want to touch Lilith or
Yeah.
something. They want to get in contact with Lilith to cause the third impact. But I thought Shinji's dad wanted to cause the third impact, so why is he fighting all these angels? And so I was like, what is happening? And so
Yeah, why are they? Cuz
I still don't know. I don't get it. Like,
well,
why doesn't he
maybe you
just
got to
let
watch the
them?
fourth movie, man.
I don't know if that would help.
Yeah, I
Well,
don't know.
no, it wouldn't, because the third movie's so confusing.
Dude, the third
Third movie makes no sense to me.
I remember when you and I tried to watch it and like I was like what is going on? I know cuz isn't the third one doesn't it start with them in like a giant like spacecraft like or like a
Yes,
just yeah, I don't know. I
I
do you like do you think I don't even like just know what that guy is like thinking in his head. Like even with stuff like I don't how do you come up with stuff like that, man? Like you have to be
I,
either a genius or crazy, insane. Maybe a bit of both.
I don't because I think the the whole Lilith and Adam thing that's that's some religious reference, I'm assuming.
Mhm.
So maybe he's a really religious man and he just wanted to make a story out of it. I don't know.
I also get the depression themes. Like I'm not gonna lie, rewatching the first two movies especially, you really see how like depressed Shinji is, and just like oh my, it's like so depressing to watch. Like I just get
Yeah.
so like oh bro's got it so rough, and like this sounds just like a miserable life that like you hate going into work because like your dad runs it and hates you, and he favors like a clone of like his wife something consciousness
Yes.
thing that's like a girl that keeps getting resurrected every time she dies, and then you get like abused by a red-haired chick, and then your like stepmom
What
like
is
is like an
okay.
alcoholic who like kisses you.
Yep, pretty much.
Do they show that in the
What is
movies in like the rebuilds? I don't know if they do, or if
no,
that's just
I don't
in
think
yeah
so.
the end of that Kelly.
What is Asuka's last name? Because I thought it was something else, but in the movie it's different.
I have no idea what her last name is.
Because I could have sworn in the show it was Asuka Langley,
Is that not what it
but
is?
in
That sounds right.
the movie is just not that. They call her something completely different. I'm like, what is happening?
Oh, I think she has two names.
It was an M or
Os.
something.
Oh, they did change it. Wait,
I don't know why.
there's no. It says in the original series it's Asuka Langley Soryu, and then in the rebuilds it's Asuka Shikinami Langley.
Yeah.
So,
What? Like, I don't.
and then who is the? Can you explain to me, Ben? Maybe since you've
No,
seen
I
the third
can't.
one.
I can't. They don't explain who she is. I
No,
know who you're talking about.
the purple haired chick.
Yes. I don't know who that is. They don't tell you.
Maybe we just gotta you. We both haven't seen the fourth one yet. We just gotta watch it, and I think it'll all make
I
sense.
I guarantee you it
From what
won't. There's no
everyone who I
way.
know who's watched Ava, everyone I know, all the YouTubers say that it's an ending. Like it's a bow that gets tied to it. Is what
If
it's
that movie doesn't tell me where that girl came from,
because I think I don't know because in the at the beginning of the second movie they show her like she's at like a testing site and she's with I don't know I don't know I don't know
guys,
I don't know and then she just
the way
shows up
it's like
in Tokyo 3 or whatever it's called and
like
on the
Shinji's
rooftop
on
with
the roof
Shinji.
thinking about something, and then this girl shows up, and then it's Misato talking about like, oh, so we chose this girl as a pilot, and now she's a pilot. That's it. And then she speaks English from time to time. I guess she's from America. Don't know. Wish they
Yeah,
told me.
because Asuka's German, right? Or like
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, I don't know, bro. It's yeah, it's cool. I love the scene whenever they show the Earth from very far away, and like they just you see like where the massive like second impact happened, and it's just like
Yeah.
obliterated. It's a really cool series. It's a definitely that takes like definitely multiple rewatches and some video analysis, but it's good. It's cool. And then I also don't understand the silver haired, white haired kid who's like the other angel, and why he's like obsessed with Shinji and wants to like marry him or just get with him.
I don't know either.
It's a lot of
Like something happened between them in the third movie, and I just don't get it. Because in the second, I think it was the second movie, like they go to the moon. I think Adam's on the moon,
yeah
and so they see this guy, like, what is it, Kaoru or something?
yeah.
They see him on the moon. They're like, huh? There's a guy here. But that's you don't see him again until the third movie.
Yeah.
Like what? I don't know. But apparently
Yeah.
he's the first angel, so I don't know.
Mm-hmm. No say, man. No say. And then like, what are the Avas again? They're angels too, or like?
I don't know. I don't know anymore. I
Yeah.
really like. I guess so, but like, if they get out of control, like originally they're not, but if they get out of control and go like past berserk mode,
Mm-hmm.
then they turn into angels. I don't know.
Hmm.
I think in the second movie, uh, Asuka, she's fighting something, and then like they detect her Ava as
Ah,
angel
okay.
number whatever.
Okay, so apparently they are giant biochemical cyborgs designed by Nerve to fight angels, acting as organic creatures rather than robots. They are cloned from the first angels, Adam or Lilith, and they are restrained by armor with human souls. That's why, again, that
Oh,
they need like Shinji to pilot that
yeah.
specific one because it comes from his mom.
Okay, that
And
makes
then
sense.
same thing with I think Asuka. And then I'd Ray. I don't know what Ray is, to be honest. I just every time I.
Well, they said that Shinji's mom,
Mhm.
Yui, she's in Unit 00,
Oh,
and Ray needs to pilot that one. Like I don't know why. I remember them saying that though.
yeah. It's a confusing show, man, but I really like it. It's cool.
It
Makes
is
you it makes
good.
you think. It makes you turn the brain on a little bit. Um,
It makes you go look up a YouTube video and
which is fun. I love
someone
that.
else explains it to
That's
you.
always fun. It's always fun because then whenever it clicks and you're like, ah, you know, it starts to
Well,
make
it doesn't
sense.
click.
That's fair.
It does not click for
But
me.
yeah, but anyways, regardless, I think that's a good place to wrap up this episode. What do you think, Ben?
I concur.
Yippee! So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for watching this week's episode of the Otaku Brothers podcast. This has been episode 157. Guys, stay tuned. Steel Ball Run comes out this week. It's happening. So this is officially Steel Ball Run week. Oh my gosh. And then, yeah, we got Fire Force, JJK. I almost said Evangelion, but we got Freyrin, Hell's Paradise. So much good shows to talk about. Stay tuned. It's going to be epic. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be great. There's also good movies. Go watch Undertone. Go watch Hoppers. I actually saw Hoppers, man. It was very, very fun. I really liked it, to be honest. Yeah, it was very nice to see an original Pixar movie that was just like went back to the roots of like what a Pixar movie should be, and like it was really cool. So I really liked it. It was very funny too. I think it's honestly one of the funniest Pixar movies. So do with that what you will. So yes, go watch the Oscars. Go have fun. Go just live life, man. Life's too short. Go on that trip. Ask that girl out. Go eat that food you've never wanted to try. Go, I don't know. Start a book. Go read a book. Write a book. Go make a YouTube channel. Go swim. Go to the beach. Do whatever.
Just swim.
Just live. Just live, man. Go fish. Or just sleep, man. Take a
Fish
day
on.
off and just sleep. Yeah, fish on. Live, laugh, fish. That's what I like to say. So with that,
Where did that come
I don't
from?
know. But so with that, thank you guys for watching. We'll be here next week. We love you guys. Have a great rest of your week. We'll see you all in the next episode. Arrivederci.
Peace. Bye bye.